Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Star Academy. Dear learners, on the screen you can see a picture in which you can see different characters and the dialogues they are speaking. Do you know what is this? You can see it oftenly in magazine and book. So what is a comic book? A comic book is actually a book or a magazine that tells a story through a series of pictures that can include words. A comic do not always need to be funny. Comics is a medium used to express ideas with images, often combined with text or other visual information. It typically takes the form of a sequence of panels of images. Textual devices such as speech balloons, captions, and onomatopoeia can indicate dialogue, narration, sound effects, or other information. There is no consensus amongst theorists and historians on the definition of comics. Some emphasize the combination of images and text, some sequentiality or other image relations, and others historical aspects such as mass reproduction or the use of recurring characters. Cartooning and other forms of illustration are the most common image making means in comics. Let us know about some common forms of comics. These are comic strips, editorial, gay cartoons, comic book, graphic novels, graphic albums, web comics. Main elements of a comic. The plane. Plane is the profile of the character or the setting. The angle, where is the camera position? That is, what are we showing, what can be seen? So the angle means the angle of the view. The representation of the movement or passing of time. This element represents the time in which what we see take place. So this element gives us details about the time of the day, the date, the seasons in which what we see take place. Representation of movement, ways that express dynamism of bodies or object. Speech bubbles express what the characters say or think. Onomatopoeia is the verbal representation of a noise or sound. Symbol, a light bulb can represent an idea, or the ZZZ representing the act of sleeping are parts of this language. Now let us repeat the main elements of the comic. Number one, the plane. Plane is the profile of the character or the setting. The angle is the position of the camera or position of the view. The representation of movement or passing of time represent the time in which the action is taking place. Representation of the movement shows us the movement of the characters. Speech bubbles tells us what the character is saying or thinking. Onomatopoeia is the verbal representation of sound or noise. Symbols are the representation of ideas or actions.